After working for 31 years as a nurse in an intensive care unit, I've learned a lot of things. You might expect me to tell you that life is too short, but we already know that, and it's a cliche that I'm not going to bore you with. What I have learned is that we take our health, our time, relationships, and even ordinary days for granted. And by doing this, we kind of put our life on hold and we postpone things that we really dream about and that we would like to experience. And it takes a tragedy or something crazy to help us figure this out. So I don't think the biggest tragedy is that life ends, because we know that. It's that we wait to start living and we postpone things because we think that day is always going to be there. So even a normal Monday that you might kind of bumble through, it's a Monday, it's the day after Sunday, it's the day we all start back to work. Maybe you do your grocery shopping, whatever. You don't understand how incredibly beautiful and important that Monday is until it's taken away from you and you would do anything to get that back, just that boring Monday. So I've written down 4 different things that I really think sums up what I've learned in the experience of being a nurse in a very harsh and a very real and a very kind of slap in the face environment of the ICU. So the first thing is that normal, ordinary day that we complain about often, and I'm guilty of this too, we would desperately miss if life were to take it away or if it were to change. So we tend to think that a rich life is full of money and tons of adventure and tons of maybe Instagram-worthy posts, but the ICU has given me a much different definition of what rich is. So to me, it is so rich to be able to walk into your kitchen and make a snack and then feed yourself that snack instead of having someone spoon it to you or something that's disgusting to eat. How about showering for yourself, washing your own body instead of being naked and being sprayed by a shower hose that somebody's holding or 2 people are helping you bathe? Just the privacy and the beauty of being able to clean your own body. How about calling a friend just to say hi or just to say you love them and not have somebody have to hold the phone up for you, or maybe you have too many tubes down your throat to even be able to tell somebody something? How about making plans for your own future? What are you going to do next week? What are you going to do next month? Having that freedom to plan your own life. Sleeping in your own bed instead of sleeping in some nasty, disgusting hospital bed that has had a million different people in it and who knows how many different bodily fluids. So I think about this all the time. What part of my life am I taking for granted simply because I am used to it and it's my ordinary day? What am I taking for granted each day that I am here? The second thing is that we postpone living fully because we feel like there's going to be a more convenient time to do those things. So have you ever had plans to do something or had a little dream in the back of your head that you really want to experience, but you think it's just not a good time and you're waiting for the kids to move out, or you're waiting, I just need a little more money, or maybe you're thinking, I'm not confident enough. I just need to have a little more confidence. I need to have somebody encourage me a little more. I need to wait for life to settle down, whatever that looks like. You think that you're putting that maybe someday, that little dream up on a shelf and that you can just grab it at any time and dive in. But what you're really doing is you're gambling with that dream, because we are not guaranteed that we will have tomorrow to live that out. The third thing is that it doesn't always take a crisis to change what matters, but a crisis will reveal what really mattered all along. So things that all of a sudden don't really matter when you've had something devastating happen to your life and you're just thinking about living is status. Those petty disagreements or those little arguments that you have, or maybe you have a grudge you've been holding against someone. Guess what? That doesn't matter. But what does matter is people in your life, the relationships that you have, the experiences that you want to have. And with those experiences, being completely present during those so that you can just absorb them and just have the best experience that you can possibly have. How about doing the right thing? You always think, oh, I should do that, or I should tell that person, whatever. Do it. Do that now. That is a rich, full life. So I don't know why, but we all know what's important, but we don't do it. And then it takes something really tragic to make you see it. Number 4 is being alive and fully living are not necessarily the same thing. You can be medically healthy and you still might only be living half of your life. You can be doing all the things, checking the boxes. You can go to work. You can pay the bills. You can answer all your texts that you have, all your emails that you have. But you still might be postponing what really matters because you're avoiding risks and you are waiting for the right time and confidence, like we've talked about before. You can look really completely put together and just crushing it on the outside, but inside you just feel very disconnected and you know that something's off and that maybe you've lost your spark and you want it back. So I want you to do this as a challenge. Every single day, I want you to just think, what if I didn't have this day back? What if something happened and I didn't have this day back? Which it could happen. We don't know that we're going to have tomorrow. So every day I ask myself, how would I move through this day differently if I didn't know I was going to have a tomorrow? What would I do differently today? Who would I spend it with? Who would I not spend it with? What would I cut out? What would I avoid doing? What would I notice? Would I notice that bird in the tree? Would I notice that person smiling at me? What would you notice differently if you didn't think you might have tomorrow and this was just the special, special day that it actually is? So to sum it up, working in the ICU didn't teach me to be fearful and that danger is lurking around every corner and that I should just instead live recklessly and go rollerblading down a mountain. It didn't teach me that at all. It taught me to stop treating my life like it is an unlimited resource. Don't do that. It doesn't have to take a diagnosis or a scary tragedy or something terrible to happen to you, for you to decide that your life matters and every single day matters. So before today ends, I challenge you to choose one small thing that will make a difference and make this day matter. Maybe it's to make a phone call to that person that you've been wanting to call, or maybe it's to inquire about that new job you want or that volunteer opportunity that you want to check out. Maybe it's to buy the ticket. Just buy the damn ticket that you wanted to take your family trip on or do that solo adventure as your amazing self. Buy the ticket. Or maybe it's put the phone down and actually have a conversation with somebody next to you. You have no idea what they're going through or what you could learn from them. So you're here in your life to live it. So I challenge you to live it. I would love to hear what you want to try or what you think about this or what you think your lessons in life are. Have a great day.